Michelle, I would shut up. You're a mole. Anything else, Case Smalls, you want to ask me before I go?
Wait,
Sorry, a mole?
I would like for you to answer
hang
my
on.
question,
Hang
but
on, hang
since
on
you
one
don't know how to
second.
answer a question, that's okay.
Hang on.
That
I'm
just
hang
shows your
on.
intelligence,
Case
Randy.
Smalls, please
What?
give me a second.
Mhm.
What the fuck did I just hear you say
What?
about Michelle?
I
Yeah,
never said
she
nothing about
was
Michelle.
No,
I
no,
did.
no, Case Smalls.
What?
Randy,
She was
what
our
did you
Discord.
say?
She was our Discord mole. She's over talking shit. She was Steph. Maybe not in y'all's Discord, but she was a mole. Boom boom.
Was
Hey, you better, if you're gonna say stuff like that, you better be able to prove it.
you're talking
We
to
already
Randy,
did
right?
prove it and kicked her
Or
out.
Yes,
nobody's gonna believe you because she
We
is not.
already
She
proved
supported
it.
you for years.
We already proved it and kicked her out. No.
I highly doubt you proved it because she's not a mole.
Oh, I'm a hillbilly.
She
'cause I'm
never
a
brought
pussy?
stuff around from your whatever.
I don't
Look,
have a Discord. Well, I
here's
have
the
a Discord, but I
problem.
don't really use it.
You think what you do is
Nah,
that
I don't need
interesting that
I don't
someone
I
who
don't look.
supported you for
I'll just go live on.
years
I don't. No,
would
Wendy will have to.
bother to take
Okay.
the time to tell people who don't care what you're doing, which is
Okay, so
nothing but
everybody,
the
I'll just
same
go
old
live on my
shit.
channel and I'll show my proof.
Go
And when you'll
ahead.
y'all
Go.
have a good night.
Do it. Bye.
Biggie size it while you're at it.
Oh, you gonna make fun of my job, Case Smalls? At least I
I'm not
fucking
making
work.
fun
Yeah,
of
don't do that.
Excuse
Don't
me?
do that.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
All right.
You just
Bye,
do.
Randy. Bye, Randy. It's been a pleasure.
Call me a
And,
liar
I hope
again,
y'all have
Randy.
that.
She's going live. Whoever
she's
wants
going live.
I
to.
hope
All right. Bye, Randy. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, God.
Tis the
Jesus.
season.
We wanted to talk about last night. Look, last night, I'm not going to lie, I got my feelings hurt really bad. And it's not who you think would hurt my feelings. Like, I wasn't hurt by the people on panel. I was hurt by the people who used to be my friend in the chat. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just it feels like last night was a total shit show. And had anybody talked to me in private, it wouldn't have had to happen. Like, we could have had a voice chat in private, but now here we are in public when I never wanted to do this publicly. I just wanted to be a watcher, you know? I never wanted to be a part of it.
Well, that's the thing. The fact that they are attacking subs is vile. Like, all you said was don't be a hypocrite, Randy, and this all spawned off it. Like, not okay.
Okay.
That's not okay. And then to
Well,
see people
okay, so
in
maybe
that chat,
maybe she did feel offended because I told her she was being a hypocrite, but I do feel
she is a
okay
fucking
when you're
hypocrite.
reporting somebody for bullying. When you go back and forth with each other, are you bullying her too? Like, who's the bully here? Because you're both going at each other. That's like if me and you started arguing right now and we were screaming at each other. One's not bullying the other. You're just,
Yeah.
This
Well,
whole
and Speak
mess.
Truth with Love is right. She said Michelle has always been a trusted, strong supporter, and you have. And I think that's what angers me the most as your friend, because I mean, we were in Stephanie Brown's Discord together forever. Like I have never known you to share anything from any Discord ever. Like, you're one of I don't trust a lot of people on here, but I trust you. So, and there's people
and
that
you
were in
don't
that
talk
chat
about
last
one
night.
Discord in another one unless the person is in both with you,
Yeah, but there's people who were in that chat last night who had and I won't sit up here like Wendy and Randy and Diane and call subs out by name and attack subs, because I ain't that bitch. But there was people in that chat last night who know you better than I know you, and the fact that they couldn't speak up and say something, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Some of these people, I have been in private Discords, not open like Wendy V's, but private Discords, and we've sat and talked to each other for hours. And when we talk, it's not just about YouTube, it's like our everyday life. So it's so hurtful to see, and they would just to see that they're not sticking up for me, saying Michelle wouldn't do this, because while Randy doesn't know me that well, some of the people in her chat did. And I see y'all in Clary's chat right now supporting me, and I appreciate it so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your support. It was just
And
so
Amber Kay's
horrible.
right. Amber Kay said, let's face it, it's because you had a different opinion. And it is. And one thing I want to address from last night is I heard Wendy say that everybody, now I hate the term sides because I'm not on a side. I just don't, and I follow myself. I have different opinions from like 90% of the people in the chat. But Wendy made a comment last night that really annoyed me by saying that we're rejects. Excuse me? We're rejects because we no longer fuck with yous? How is that? That would make them the fucking rejects last time I checked.
These, and I heard Randy, when Randy said, Michelle, you mole, I'm sitting here like, wait, what? They still have not told me what it was I did. Supposedly I went to the truth with something that happened in a voice chat, and I don't even know what I was supposed to have told her. Like, I don't even know what I did.
Well,
they're not telling me what I did.
Well, and what they said last night was something like somebody had went to Wendy to say that they were uncomfortable. 3 people went to Wendy to say that they were uncomfortable with you, and like Speak Truth for Love said, demoting someone you don't know well in a Discord is normal. Demoting a friend without a conversation is a crappy thing to do. But the fact that they demoted you the way they did, right, without saying anything, and then, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't it when you messaged Wendy to ask about it, Wendy was basically like, before she left the chat,
I'm going to explain.
here's a reminder, don't be a two-faced.
Okay, so I got demoted in Wendy's Discord, and I messaged one of the mods, and I said, what happened? She said, we're having a conversation about moles. I said, well, I was demoted.
Okay.
And she didn't respond back. So I messaged Wendy, and Wendy said, oh, I can't remember word for word. She said, we're just messing with rules. And I was like, okay. And then I got the message back that said, yeah, they think you're a mole. And so I messaged Wendy, and I was mean. I'm not going to lie. I was an asshole. And my feelings were hurt, though. So take in consideration that my feelings were hurt because she thought I was a mole. I messaged Wendy and told her that I wasn't a real lifer or something like that. I can't remember word for word. Something about I wasn't a real lifer and I don't like to hurt people. I don't fit in here anyways. And I left her Discord. And then she messages me back and says something about word to the wise, no one likes a mole. I would have to look at the message to repeat it word for word. But that right there upset me because I have been supporting them for years that I've been watching them. I've been in voice chats with people that don't care for them, and I always say, well, they're funny though. I like them. They're good people. Look, when Wendy was having it out with MFW, I went over there and told MFW how shitty she was for what she said to Wendy, and totally took Wendy's side. When the only reason why MFW said what she said about Wendy was in response. I was a total hypocrite for taking up for Wendy. I'm going to tell y'all what it was. Wendy told everybody that MFW slept with her dad. And then MFW told everybody that Wendy sleeps with her son. I was so mad when she said that about Wendy that I went in her chat, I cussed her out, and then she cussed me out and blocked me. I'm still blocked in her chat, by the way. But I was being a hypocrite. But because Wendy was my friend, I couldn't, or somebody that I'm not going to say looked up to, but somebody that I really liked. I took up for them and got booted out of a lot of chats for these people. I've went at people who could look, Mandy's in here. Mandy Bell's in here. How many times have I went at Mandy Bell because of what she did to them? Not because of what she did to me or what they said she did to them. Not because of what she did to me. It's because I was sticking up for my friend.
Yeah.
I always stood up for these people, and it's just that they shit on me. And I'm not ignoring the chat. I'm just trying to put in perspective of what kind of sub I was to them. Even when they didn't ask me to, I supported them. Like when all this stuff went down with Diane and the whole thing, I had Wendy's back 100%. There was no way she didn't take that money. She would not, and I still don't think she did. But I'm just saying I had her back. I wasn't one of those people going in chat saying, "Well, what about Wendy?" I don't know. It makes me feel so bad that they would do this. And I'll tell you what, if they would just give me the apology that I deserve, we could go on.
and they owe you an
You have your friends,
apology.
I have mine. We'll just go our separate ways. I feel like I'm owed an apology because I never took anything out of their discords.
Yeah. Well, so, like, it doesn't matter. You don't need to explain yourself. That's the thing. You are not a fucking mole. Never have been a fucking mole. You're probably one of the most trusted people on this platform. So for them, for the way Randy threw it out, and then, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see any proof in the 20 minutes that I watched that she was going live to prove Michelle was a mole. Bitch, where? Like, I didn't see any proof. Did anybody else?
I was
Yeah.
I was a big supporter of them. That's why it hurt so bad, I guess. Even though she didn't know me, I felt like I knew her. It's the people in the chat that knew me that didn't speak up. Like, here we
Yeah,
go.
that's what stings.
Jen, where are you at, Jen? Why didn't you say Michelle wouldn't do this? I know you were in that chat. I seen the screenshot of you in there. Why didn't you say Michelle is not a mole? She wouldn't do this. That's what hurts. People like that.
It sucks. It sucks to see your friends, or they're not your friends, people you thought were friends, letting shit like that get said about you. Wouldn't be me. Just like the other night, when this is something I want to touch on as well, when Mander Lynn was live and she fucking brings up Lil Lady and
I was so
called her a
mad when they
boomer.
went at Little Lady. I'm like, Little Lady doesn't do anything. She's like the nicest
Right?
person on here.
Like, excuse the fuck out of me. Little Lady said 3 days before these screenshots appeared, Eritrea hasn't taken part in anything like that. And Eritrea was literally only going through how to get Steph Stocks off that channel. But for the way that Mandela attacked her, Lil Lady, like, excuse me, we're just going after subs now.
Well, that's what I mean, I'm on your panel right now, but I don't live stream. I'm a sub. At the end of the day, I'd watch all
No, but
of them.
you wouldn't be up here, and this live wouldn't be happening if they hadn't have attacked you. Like, it's an unfair battlefield when a creator is sitting up on a panel calling out people they know that don't go live, that don't go on panels. Like, that's a fucking bully. That's a bully. Randy's calling people to cam up. I'll give you your 15 minutes, bitch. You put your camera on. While sat on a motherfucking panel with Diane, who scammed the
Diane,
full
who just
fucking
never showed herself.
community and refuses to cam up. Diane first, Randy, and then we'll discuss anybody else camming up. Until then, shut the fuck up.
Look, here's the thing. I use a cartoon character in Discord and YouTube. This community is for women, and I'm straight, and I'm also married. So there's no reason for me to catfish
Ain't
anybody.
nobody on here looking for a YouTube dick.
I was all frizzy.
But this is my thing. Don't be sitting on fucking panel with Diane demanding other people cam up. And I remember way back, she did the same thing to Steph. Remember? You're a
And
fucking catfish, cam up.
And then Steph
And then
cammed
Steph
up,
went
and
on
she
to
was
Laura's
freaking beautiful. When
She
Steph
went on to
cammed up,
Laura's
I was like,
panel,
oh,
and
shit.
Randy was like, oh, okay. Like,
That was so funny.
idiot.
Oh my god.
They've shit on a lot of people. Like, it just hurts to see. Amber Kay as well, like how good a friend she was with lots of them, and they discarded her like she was nothing. And it just, all of it just doesn't sit right with me. And while they're focusing on, oh, Michelle was the mole, actually she wasn't. So you have a fucking mole in your camp. You may want to look into that shit instead of blindly accusing people.
That is the only plus to it, is knowing that they obviously they have a mole. When somebody really went to the truth with something, you have a mole.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, I did not go to the truth with anything.